Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman, and today is January 26th, day number 510 in this research. What we're looking at is the search status dashboard, which is basically not going to be useful to us, so I'm just going to close this puppy down. These videos are my reports on the indexation research project that started August 21st. As an SEO tester, it requires a way to get a brand new piece of content, pages not previously indexed by Google, and to get them not just indexed but served in the primary index so that they can be found by their keywords. And being able to do all of that is essential to an SEO tester. Now, as you can probably guess, I don't take no as the final answer when it comes to a machine, and Google's indexation system is a machine. It is not a judgment on your quality of content. Now, what can you take away from these reports? So these are daily tests to kind of find out where the sidewalk ends. What's the minimum amount of quality content? I said that sarcastically. How long does it take to get a new page crawled? How long after crawling does Search Console confirm that that page is in the index? How long does it take that page to go through the second pass of the indexation process where the JavaScript is finally rendered? How long does it take a page to be findable by their keywords? Are the systems of crawl, index, and serve even working? Or are they all working, or is one having issues? Why does it take so little time to get existing content updated? And why is it recommended to put your sitemap in the robots text file? So, in short, what these are about is a part of Google, the machine, that hardly anyone notices, much less talks about. This research is to provide a body of work and learn things from the data, and to tighten up our vocabulary around the essence of what we as SEOs do. Indexation, as indicated in Search Console, does not mean what we've been calling it for decades. For decades, we've been told if you're having indexation issues, it's because your content sucks, or your site sucks, or your SEO sucks. This data provides an alternative explanation and is not based on my opinion. The research depends on content that isn't the best. It depends on a site that isn't trying to be an authority. It depends on minimally optimized SEO on a page. So if you're coming here to find the latest trick, you will be disappointed. If you're coming here to understand the nature of indexation and perhaps a port in the storm, if you're finding challenges and getting your beautiful, optimized new content on your authoritative site, then yes, come sit with me on the beach and let's watch the waves. There is a reference to a surfer movie that I cannot remember the name of. But basically, what this is basically learning about something, getting out of the water, and observing what the waves are doing to truly understand how to get better at what we do. Okay, speech over. This content for this week is exclusively being published on the desktop primary crawler site, and that's indicated by the D in there. And if you check, let's see, when you're in Search Console and you are looking at what your primary crawler is, there's a little question mark. And what it says in there is that the data in your Search Console was compiled by whichever crawler. So in this case, the desktop primary crawler in Search Console, all that data was compiled by the desktop crawler. Now, you can see here, like, why are these guys green if there's no new indexation on the primary desktop crawler site? Well, that's because those 2 days, it was like the last couple of pages that I had published on the mobile primary crawler site. So that's why they show up there. So just because it's green here, it doesn't mean that this page, this test page, came in on this day, just so you understand. Now, I did resubmit the sitemap, which I did this here. This is for the desktop site. And I'm sorry for those that are colorblind. These colors are very close to each other, but basically it's just, I guess, more important that I know that. So, and at first, just to confirm, it wouldn't process it at first. So I went to check something else. I came back, and in the meantime, it had successfully fetched it and found all the URLs. So that's a little bit of a quirky part in the system. So don't think you did anything wrong when you submit your sitemap and it doesn't say success right away. Okay. So things are happening in here. I haven't found anything yet today, but it's early. So I'm going to kind of like leave these open for this. So let's go back to the index detector. Here we go. Now you can find this page. It's designed to give you a quick visual to combine research from the data log that I just showed you and server logs. So this is the desktop primary crawler site. No new content has been found, although I am exclusively testing on it now. I did confirm that there is a presence of the mobile rendering process. Not a lot, but there is enough to say, yes, it's there. Here is the primary mobile crawler site. So you think like, oh, there's something wrong here. No, I'm just not publishing new content on this for the time being. And I did also check, again, the same thing, that there is detected presence of rendering going on this morning. So we'll see. As you can, if you wanted to, just come here and catch the video, it's going to be a while before it updates, but you'll get it. It'll be there. And then here's also the page that I showed you before, which you can see over here and slide it. But anyway, there you go. You can also come here quickly. Now, I did get caught up on the bot and server log. Let me show you that. Okay, so here we are. A couple things to let you know about. We have a new MobileBot 23. It came in with an updated Chrome build and it showed up on the 24th. We also have a new desktop. It is the sister Chrome build to MobileBot 22. Now this indicates that I found the presence of it in a server log. I did not find it on this site. So that's why it's an asterisk. There's no number there. Technically, I guess it should be 0, but there you go. I just want to be able to keep a record. Now, in general, there's not a lot of render crawling going on. Or I should say, yeah, render recrawling going on. Mostly it's directive files and HTML validation. Now, on these test sites, the URL with the trailing slash is what's set at the end of the slug. And there are a lot of crawls coming in right now without the trailing slash. So they're showing up as 301s, meaning Google understands now that the URLs without the trailing slash are not the ones to put in the index and serve. Now, I am wondering if all of that data is somehow useful to the protocol buffers. If you don't know what those are, Google it. It's basically the permanent record for our pages. And I'm wondering, when I saw this, why would they spend so much expense in crawling to confirm that? Why is that so important? Interesting. All right, well now this week's topic in Confessions is going to be further evidence that something is up on the sites whose data is comprised by the desktop crawler bot. So tune in, especially if you're not having any trouble with your desktop crawler comprised data. All right, have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.